near a concrete power pole standing alone on a muddy field. A soldier rests briefly after patrol. The rain has just stopped, and the wet grass clings to his uniform as he sits down to inspect his gear. He wipes the moisture from his rifle, checks the safety, and ensures every magazine is secure. His movements are deliberate, calm, the kind of rhythm that comes from habit and fatigue combined. After a few quiet moments, he stands, raises his weapon, and takes aim toward a distant point in the sky, the recon drone that has been quietly circling above. He fires an entire magazine, but the rounds fall short, splashing dirt far from the target. The drone holds position, observing, recording every movement. The soldier reloads methodically and begins to move along the dirt road, still scanning the horizon. His attempt to drive the drone away has already triggered a response. From a nearby control point, an FPV unit is launched and begins its run. The operator guides it through the low terrain, matching the soldier's pace with smooth adjustments. The soldier spots it, raises his weapon again, and opens fire, but each shot misses as the drone maneuvers around the bursts. The operator waits for the brief moment of stillness, then commits to a precise strike that ends the encounter cleanly. The patrol begins near the front line, where a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone from a border surveillance unit scans the area between trench lines and wire fences. Its mission is routine: clear the perimeter, detect movement, confirm the zone secure. But a faint silhouette appears in the tall grass. A Russian soldier is moving alone, unaware he's already within range. The FPV drone is deployed instantly, diving through low wind and uneven terrain. The soldier reacts, dropping to the ground and firing upward, each shot missing its mark. The drone climbs, circles once, then descends again. Steady and deliberate. The feed trembles for a second, then stabilizes. The target is neutralized. This encounter reflects how patience, precision, and timing define drone warfare more than speed or aggression ever could. At the edge of a quiet forest clearing, a soldier walks alone across the open field. His steps are heavy, slowed by exhaustion and distance. There is no supply line, no backup, only the sound of his boots pressing into damp soil. He keeps his head low, unaware that he's already being tracked from above. The recon drone watches patiently, its operator monitoring every slow movement through the mist. Then, the faint hum of rotors grows louder, echoing across the empty terrain. The soldier freezes, startled, then rushes toward a shallow trench for cover. Pressed against the dirt, he stays still, hoping the silence will hide him. But the drone lingers overhead, confirming, waiting, studying the scene. Within seconds, it commits, accelerating toward its target with precise intent until the feed stabilizes on impact. Across a rain-soaked field near the front, a Ukrainian FPV drone resumes its routine patrol, scanning the terrain for movement. Low clouds drift above the open ground as its thermal feed detects a lone figure walking slowly through the wet grass. The operator holds position for confirmation, observing the deliberate pace of a soldier, unaware of being tracked. With coordinates locked, the drone accelerates in a controlled descent, closing the distance with quiet precision until the target is neutralized. The engagement ends as quickly as it began, leaving behind only the silent evidence of situational awareness and timing. After a heavy rain, a muddy dirt road cuts through open terrain. Slick and uneven beneath the fading light, a recon drone moves overhead, scanning for signs of movement when its sensors catch a faint silhouette walking alone. The figure becomes clearer as the drone descends a soldier on a solo patrol, unaware he's been spotted. The operator steadies the view, adjusting for wind, and holds the drone in silent observation. Then, the hum of its rotors breaks the calm. The soldier reacts instantly, raising a light weapon and firing upward. Each burst misses as the drone shifts direction with measured precision. The brief firefight stretches on, the man reloading, the drone circling, When his ammunition runs dry, he turns to flee. But that single hesitation decides the outcome. The drone accelerates and ends the engagement with accuracy and control. Across an open grass field, a reconnaissance drone captures a tense engagement unfolding below. A lone soldier notices the approaching FPV drone and raises his weapon, firing short bursts to bring it down. Each round cuts through the air, missing narrowly as the drone maneuvers in tight, evasive arcs. The operator maintains distance, studying every move, waiting for the right window. The soldier shifts position, his movements quick but uncertain. When the magazine runs dry, he turns to retreat, kicking up dust as he runs across the exposed terrain. That single moment of withdrawal seals the outcome. The drone dives with precision, completing its strike in one controlled motion. Across an open stretch of land near a shallow trench line, a lone soldier moves steadily forward, carrying a small fuel container meant for frontline resupply. His pace is methodical, focused only on reaching his destination. Overhead, a reconnaissance drone locks onto the moving figure, confirming the target through steady tracking. The soldier continues unaware, his attention fixed on the uneven ground beneath his boots. Moments later, an FPV drone is deployed, approaching from behind at low altitude, without warning. The drone surges forward and the feed ends in a brief flash. Morning patrols are routine for drone operators along newly contested zones. The recon unit lifts off at dawn, gliding above broken ground scattered with destroyed tanks and abandoned trucks. The area looks quiet until motion appears near the dirt road ahead, a lone soldier moving between wrecks. The operator zooms in, confirms the silhouette, and deploys an FPV drone for engagement. Within moments, the FPV locks on, accelerates, and neutralizes the target with calculated precision. Deep inside a line of tall trees near the front, a recon drone begins its morning sweep, scanning the forest edge for movement through the branches. A lone soldier appears, moving carefully along the muddy path. His pace slows, fatigue setting in after a long stretch of travel. When he reaches a disabled tank, he sits down to rest, unaware that he's already under surveillance. The drone keeps its distance, tracking quietly until confirmation comes through. Then, an FPV unit is launched. It approaches low, weaving through the tree line, its path steady and controlled. The soldier, exhausted and still, doesn't react. Within seconds, the drone closes the gap and completes the strike with surgical precision. Along the Lyman axis, Ukraine's 63rd Mechanized Brigade conducted a relentless series of FPV drone strikes across open terrain and forest edges. Over the span of several operations, reconnaissance units tracked isolated Russian infantry moving individually between tree lines, trenches, and rural paths. Each movement was recorded, confirmed, and assigned to an FPV strike team. The footage captures the cold rhythm of modern warfare drones, hovering silently before diving in with precision. One soldier sprints across a field, another crouches behind debris, a third freezes beneath low branches. None evade detection. Every approach is methodical, every strike controlled, leaving no ambiguity about the result. Within hours, more than 30 enemy troops had been neutralized in separate engagements, each action contributing to total area denial along the front line. This operation reflects how consistency, intelligence coordination, and precision FPV execution now replace brute force as the defining edge in modern combat. Along a quiet stretch of riverbank near the front line, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone is deployed for a routine patrol. The mission is simple: scan the nearby tree line, check the terrain, and ensure no movement has gone unnoticed. But midway through the sweep, a lone figure emerges from the foliage. The drone descends slowly, stabilizing its view until the shape becomes clear, an armed Russian soldier advancing cautiously through the brush. When the drone shifts closer, the soldier turns and fires upward, his rounds missing wide. In the next instant, he stumbles near a patch of low grass, trying to regain control. The FPV drone adjusts its path, waits for the opening, then closes in with precision. The engagement ends swiftly.